Okay, so you're on the topic of SEO, search engine optimization, and you have a white paper that I read, and what you're basically saying is you're arguing basically that we should all kill SEO. So,
Correct.
I mean, yeah, I mean, this is your, I suggest your main business. So you're helping clients with their SEO optimization. So, but you're at the same time, you're saying we have to kill it. So that's, I think that's very interesting. And I asked myself, okay, why is he doing this? So can you explain this, your argument?
Yeah, sure. And it comes from a long and sordid history of experiences with SEO. And I mean, I'll never forget, as I said, we sat on the other side when we were client of SEO companies and digital agency companies. And I even look back to our first experiences with it. And I really always, hate's a strong word, but I really unliked what SEO stood for and what companies did. I mean, I remember a second SEO company was making changes to our website without our authorization nor approval. And they were just stuffing keywords into it, and they enlarged the keywords so that they were kind of this big on a font size of so big, and it looked awful. And you go, what are you doing? It's just awful. And they couldn't understand why I was angry. So we had like an hour phone conversation with them. I go, that's my brand. You're bastardizing. You're killing my brand. So, so I've had very much a love-hate relationship with SEO from the get-go. But I guess you look at a standard business owner doesn't understand what it is, or a standard person on the street doesn't really understand what it is. So when they don't understand what it is, the general response is that you throw up your hand saying, I don't know what I need to do. This is all too hard. I'm going to bury my head in the sand. And then you get a guy that's been doing digital marketing for 3 months saying, I'm the expert, pay me some $2,000 a month and I'll make it all work for you and I'll take the pain away. And so the business owner goes, sure, that sounds like a good deal. Let's make it happen, right? And so you've got the SEO person that's not as good as he thinks he is, but then you've also got the business owner who's contributed to this because he's just paying somebody to take a problem away from him without actually understanding exactly what it is and what he needs to do about it. So, so that really then produces a lazy man's marketing, right? So he's just paying somebody $2,000 a month to do some SEO marketing for him, which ultimately is all about trying to persuade, trick, or shortcut Google into liking you more, right? So when you think of the essence of Google and why he exists, he's there to index, classify, and categorize the world's information, right? So his job is to show what he feels is the most important authority of an expert website first, and so on down the list. And by paying somebody to do SEO for you, you're not demonstrating at all that you're an expert. You're not being authoritative in what you do. You're not building your nous in the world, right? You're trying to shortcut a system that's actually quite hard work. And you would know this as content marketing. Is doing good content and good marketing is actually really hard work. It's vital and really worthwhile, but it's hard work. So ultimately what that does then is that stops you from doing great marketing. So it actually persuades you to do the easy work versus, you know what, let's actually do the right work, the hard work that's going to communicate who you are better to the right target audiences that's going to reward you long term, right? And that's what doing great marketing is all about. And ultimately, that's what Google wants to see. He actually wants to see you leading the industry, producing great content, engaging with people, winning awards. That's what he's measuring you on. So rather than trying to shortcut the process and pay somebody $2,000 a month, let's actually just do that. Let's go win some awards. Let's produce great content, and Google will reward you accordingly. And so in my book, whilst the tasks of SEO, some of the tasks of SEO are quite important, framing them as doing SEO tasks is detracting from the concept of do great marketing and all the SEO tasks will fall out accordingly. So I guess that's, in my book, it's in everybody's best interest that we do away with SEO so that it forces everybody to do the right stuff, to do great marketing, to have a great website, to produce great content.